Happy New Year. It is the 1st of 2024. What are you guys up to today? What are you doing? As for me, I have decided to bring you guys to a farm. Where I'm at, this is my uncle's farm. It's about, I'm not sure, but it's about 6 acres of land. And this goes to show you that if you're not in Africa, if you're not in Kenya, but you're in the diaspora, you can literally just buy yourself a piece of land and things can keep moving from there. Like for instance, my uncle bought this piece of land and he has someone already tendering it to it, and he has a borehole. Like you can see right behind me, this is a solar panel with a borehole system made to it. That is supposed to be the tank support for the big tanks that he will get maybe in the future. And this means he has a constant supply of water. Constant supply of water. As long as the sun is up, constant supply of water. Now why is this so important, you might ask? Because we are in Makueni County, Ukambani. This is Makindu. And if you know anything about Ukambani, it's usually almost always dry. But if you are lucky enough to drill a borehole at your land or at your place, you will not worry. You will not have worries about farming. You will not have worries about water for your household. And so it's always good to make sure that you get enough money and save up for something like this. This right here, these are solar panels. As you can see, this is like a 12-panel solar array. And whenever the sun is up and it's on, water will automatically come out of the borehole system, which is right here. Let me show you real quick. Right now, I'll just show you guys the drone shots of how the borehole looks like from above. But this right here is the borehole. This is how it looks like. When it's on, water comes out from here, and we have jerry cans here just to fetch water whenever the thing is on. And as you can see, that's how it looks like. It's propped up so that whenever the sun is out, and for the most part in Ukambani, for the most part, the sun is always out. So you can just imagine, this piece of property doesn't have electricity yet. Electricity hasn't been put into this property, but that's not a problem, because once the solar panel sees the sun and it's on, water will come out of the borehole. Now, as you can see, we don't have electricity here, not because the electricity is not available. Our neighbor over there, I don't know if you can see right there, the neighbor over there has electricity, which means if ever my uncle wanted to pull electricity to his property, that will be easy. So on to my next point. This borehole will make sure that all his agricultural endeavors don't fail, because he doesn't have to rely on the rainfall. Like right now, it's been raining on and off in Makueni County, and so the maize is growing, but not to the best of its ability. So as you can see right here, this is a bean farm. Right here in front of you, these are beans, and these are beans that are almost quite ready. Let me just show you one. As you can see guys, this right here is a beanstalk. It already has beans and they're trying to mature. I don't know if I can get a better shot. There we go. This is a beanstalk right here. This is a beanstalk, and as you can see, it already has grown up beans. It's producing beans already. These are beans which will be ready in about a month's time. Nini maragwe huchukua how long kukua? So it literally takes 3 months for beans to be ready. So 3 months, and these ones have already been here for like 1.5 2. So end of January, the beans will be ready for harvest. Now you see, my uncle doesn't have to depend on water from the rainfall to make sure that these plants are watered. As long as he has that over there, which is the borehole, everything is okay. Now let me take you guys to his maize farm. There's a very nice maize farm. Guys, there's a very nice maize farm. And this maize farm, wow, it blows my mind, because right now we are in Ukambani. Ukambani is like the Kamba land. We have very many tribes in Kenya, and Kamba is one of the tribes. And so where we are at right now, it's Makueni County, and we're in a town called Makindu Town. So I've seen that not so many maize crops have grown to this height because of the on and off rainfall. So as you can see guys, the maize here looks super nice. It's sunset right now. The sun is going down on the west. But guys, just see how good the maize looks like. It's so nice. It's taller than the usual maize, and it's already started getting some maize cobs, as you can see right here. We have one, okay, this one is bearing one on each stalk, which isn't bad, but whenever you get the best crop yield, you'll have 2 maize cobs on one plant. So we'll just go through the maize farm so you guys can see the maize. Maize is usually part of our, I don't know how to call it, staple food. Yes, this maize is part of Kenya's staple food, and as you can see, you will probably see maize in every household's farm. Yeah, I wish this was popcorn, but this is just regular old corn, which is used for agriculture and for feed. So people usually eat this. You can roast the maize, you can boil the maize, you can make githeri, which is one of Kenya's staple foods, which is maize and beans boiled together and then sauteed with beans and with onions and tomatoes. So I'm going through the farm so that you guys can see how good this thing looks like. I'm going through, oh my god, in the evening it's going to hurt, because if I take a cold shower, the water will make my skin itch. But this is how it looks like. Come on guys, just look at this. I know I'm not supposed to say this most of the time, but guys, I'm proud to be African. Now you see, this is one of the maize. It looks so nice. This one is going, it's just 1 more month and this will be ready. So I'm in the middle of the farm. As you can see around me, it's all maize, all maize. I wish I had my drone on top of me right now, but it's not possible. The sun is setting right over there, but we're trying to work something out. You can't even see Jalemba. Jalemba is in this area. So the sun is out. Now you can see my face better. I'm quite dark skinned, so I depend on the light. So guys, this is what I'm talking about. Now, this looks like a piece of, this is like 6 acres of land, roughly. I'm not sure, but it could be bigger. Now, half of it has been set aside for agriculture. And the other half, I suppose, has been set aside for building a house whenever my uncle will be back from wherever he is. I can't say where because I don't want to expose family things. So guys, I just want you to see the importance of land. Is it land banking or just having a piece of land for yourself? Now you could be in the diaspora and maybe you want to have something like this. This is something nice. I don't know, maybe you want to. I think people here, the community is open to selling people their land. Like, they can sell you a piece of land if you're interested, and you can start a project like this one. You can dig a borehole for your farm. You can rear a few goats and chickens. Actually, chickens do really well in Makueni because it's warm here. It's not cold, so they rarely get sick. Yeah. So I don't know what I haven't shown you guys. I've shown you the borehole. I've shown you the farm, which is the crop farm, and there's the other piece of land. Now, this is a fence. This is a fence that is separating the farmland and the residential farm. The residential land. As you can see there, it's quite bushy because it has been put aside so that the goats can feed from there. They can eat the leaves and the grass which grows there. But guys, look at this. Look at this, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, man. It's evening time right here in Africa right now. This is, once again, if you're joining us, my name is Josh Moore, and this is African Josh. We're just enjoying an evening stroll. This is the 1st of January 2024. Happy New Year's, guys. And we are having fun, just taking our time. We took our younger cousins to go swim at a certain place in Makindu, but since we are grown-ups and we don't want to be naked in front of strangers, we decided, well, why not come to the farm, enjoy yourselves there, have some fun, see some crops here, beans and maize, and it's beautiful. And on the edges of the land, they've planted mango trees and other special trees like oranges. Now in a few years they'll be all grown up. I don't know whether the borehole system can work right now, but I'll ask the caretaker to maybe show us a sample. Jalemba, si unaweza enda hivyo umuulize kama anaweza tufungulia kidogo for the video, just kidogo run. Jalemba is running towards there so that he can ask for us whether the caretaker can do us a favor and maybe put on the what is it called, the pump for the borehole, so that at least you guys can see what I'm talking about in regards to the water that comes out of the borehole. This is a beautiful place, guys. It's super nice and I really like being here. Like I told you guys in my previous vlog, every time I get out of the city and come down here is a good time for me, because I enjoy it here more than I enjoy it in the city. I don't know why. The city is just a place to go and make money, and if you make a little money you come back. But if it was possible, I'd totally just invest back here and just stay here for the most part, like 80% of the time, and then just go to the city once in a while when I miss the things I miss there. But this is a nice place. Wow, just look at this. I'm just doing a 360 for you guys so that you can see it. I'm right here with my cousin. You will introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Nebat. Nice to meet you.
His name is Nebat. He's my cousin who stays in our other place in Emali town. And I decided to come with him today so that also he can be inspired by what my uncle is doing here. We're just trying to get some inspiration so that we can also try and do this for ourselves. Now, my uncle and my dad, they have bought they've bought land in the same town, which is good for us, because when he comes back to Africa, we will definitely have a neighbor who is my uncle. So we're trying to get the borehole on so that you guys can see how it operates. And for reference, this is just a direct connection borehole. These solar panels power the pump directly, so all he has to do is switch it on from up there, and you'll just hear it power up if the sun is enough. I don't know if it's enough for now, but let's just see. We are hoping, fingers crossed. So once it powers up, if it does, it will just pump the water directly. There we go, you can hear the sound. So all that power is coming from that sunset. The sun is setting right now and it's able to power up this pump. That's just awesome, guys. I don't know, you can literally be late from work 5 p.m. and still be able to pump some water for yourself and your family. Now, as it's pumping it up, I'll take you guys to the borehole area so that you can see what happens once the power has fully been pushed into the pump. Now this is the borehole, like I told you guys before, and we're waiting to see whether that pump will be able to push the water out of this thing. So fingers crossed, we're waiting to see. There we go, we have water. Jalemba, we have water. Now you see the pressure of the water isn't much because the sunset sun is usually not that hot, and that's not a problem. But you see the amount of water coming out of this thing is quite enough. Like I can wash my feet, and we can actually fetch water for other activities like cooking, cleaning, stuff like that. Let me just wash my feet here as I talk to you guys, and you see the water is clean enough. Now the only thing you might need apart from the water system, the only thing you might need apart from this pump is a water purifier, because the water here is salty. It's a bit salty, and Jalemba, you don't want to enjoy the water? No, so you can just wash your feet or something. You are wearing your bows and they are dusty like wine.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, so just enjoy the water kidogo. Lakini Jalemba is not a Kamba. He's Luya, and from his motherland, they have water everywhere.
We have plenty of water.
They have plenty of water, and it's not even salt, it's fresh water. So he's a bit reluctant about our Kambaland salty water. So yeah, guys, that's how it goes. As long as you have some sun, and this is sunset sun. It's not even hot. Sunset sun, and as you can see, that's 12 solar panels. They are pulling power enough to pump water out of the borehole. How good is that? You can definitely do the same if you're in the diaspora. If you're not in the diaspora, you can actually get inspiration from this. This behind me, like I said before, is I don't know how to call it, but they'll place tanks on top of it. So whenever whenever water is pumped from the borehole, it will go into the tanks up there. So they're still constructing that thing. Once they're done, tanks will be put in there. So yeah, guys, you've seen everything. You've seen the farm, you've seen the water, you've seen the land. What else do you need to be convinced that investing in land is your #1 option? Because you don't even need to have a house. As long as you have property, you have your own place to be at. So yeah, this is us just enjoying the place. As you can hear, that's the sound of the inverter. I don't know if it's the inverter or it's just... Is someone inverter? Yeah, so this is the sound of the inverter. Just pulling power in from the solar panels and push it in all up into the pump, which Jalemba is enjoying on that end. Ebu nikumbushe jina lako. This is Onesimus. He's the caretaker here. He's the one making sure that people don't steal things here while we are away. So yeah, that's Onesimus. But you've seen, guys, that's it. That's the vlog. I just wanted you guys to enjoy it. If you're new here, welcome to the vlogs. My name is Moore, Josh Moore, or I go by African Josh. If you enjoy this, make sure to give me a like, drop me a comment, tell me what you think about today. It's the 1st of January 2024. Happy New Year, guys. Enjoy your year. More vlogs are coming. So peace out, guys. Cheers.